湾同事。
后天呢，新疆这边呢会举办一个穿越死亡之海的自行车拉力赛，到时候会有台湾的选手跟一些媒体过来。我们在这呢算是半个地主了，针对台湾过来的选手跟媒体呢，可能我们以半个地主的身份呢，对他们来讲可能可以一些帮助。
台湾运动员来新疆的这几天是傅学仁最忙的几天，也是最开心的几天。
副总，你好，新疆队副总，
哪一位是高雄？
高雄是李满刘同学，
你也知道东西啊。
第二天，傅学仁暂时放下手头的工作，驱车800多公里赶到大赛出发地库尔勒参加出发仪式。一是为来自台湾的同乡加油，二是为两岸共同征服自然的壮举助威。
在那遥远的地方，有位好姑娘，人们走过她的帐篷，都要回头留恋地张望。
昆曲距今已经有600多年的历史了，是元代戏曲家顾坚所创。那么在江苏昆山等地呢，广为流传，被人们称为昆山腔。那么到了明代呢，魏良辅集南北曲之优，革新了昆山腔。再后来昆。
There are many more things that I would like to show you, but unfortunately, time doesn't permit. Like me, every visitor who comes here is delighted with Dalian's charms. Every season is beautiful in Dalian, but please remember, Dalian is a seaside city. Maybe the summer is your best choice.
China is a place that many adventure seekers long to visit. Our hosts take a look at China through their own eyes. For a unique perspective, tune in to Rediscovering China.
Located near the northeast border of China, Dashing Anling Forest Zone is one of the most famous modern forest industry bases in the country. It faces Russia, which is north across the Heilongjiang River. With an 800-kilometer border, Dashing Anling covers an area of 85,000 square kilometers. That's almost 1% of the total area of China. Chains of mountains and a complex system of rivers run through the region, making a natural barrier which protects the Songneng Plain. Dashing Anling has abundant natural resources, including wild flora, rare fauna, and minerals. However, in 1987, a huge forest fire raged through this treasured area. The biggest fire in recorded history took place in this forest in 1987. It burned for 28 days and consumed a total area of almost 12,500 square kilometers. Over 10,000 square kilometers was forest. The fire devastated the natural ecology of the entire region. The climate in Dashing Anling was unusually hot and dry in the spring of 1987. No rain fell and fierce winds blew across the region. These factors put the area at high risk for fires. The carelessness of workers in the area was the final factor that ultimately led to the start of a huge blaze.
13年前的5月6号，下午4时，这个地方呢是这个重要的起火点之一。这个大兴安岭它的气候特征呢就是春季呢干旱、风大这个当时那天的话呢，风刮了有7、8级大风。 操作人员呢，违章驾驶隔关机，是吧？漾起了这场那个大火。
Within 5 hours, the fire spread over 100 kilometers. The local residents and army spared no effort to fight the fire for 27 days before finally bringing the situation under control. However, the disaster claimed 210 lives and caused enormous property loss before it could be extinguished. 50,000 people were affected, and more than 10,000 families were left homeless. The fire engulfed a massive amount of forest and ruined towns across thousands of square kilometers. Even today, the memories of the fire still remain fresh in people's minds.
这个火与血染红了绿，历史上罕见的特大山火，把群山烧成了凝固的焦土，林海化作黑色的沙漠。
In the Fire Disaster Memorial Hall, visitors are often shocked by the reminder of the devastating blaze.
This area used to be forest, but since the fire, shrubs and bushes have taken over and it's been turned into a marshland, making it nearly impossible to replant the spruce that once lived here.
The fire disaster destroyed much of the forest scenery of the North Dashing Anling. The once lush primeval forest became distorted, and parts of the earth that had once been treed were exposed to the sun. Some areas lost the ability to conserve water. Soil erosion was intensified. The after effects of the fire even contributed to the 1998 flood of the Songhua River. The marshes and swamps began to take over and pose a threat to the forest region.
After the fire, the Forestry Bureau began its efforts to repopulate the area with trees. But reforestation is a complex process, and the work to reestablish what was once a prevalent natural resource here still continues.
Before the 1987 fire disaster, harsh weather conditions confined reforestation efforts, and the region mainly depended on natural regeneration. But the disaster damaged many of the older trees, which act as the source for new growth, making natural reforestation difficult. After the fire, people in the region were forced to change their mindset and actively participate in the artificial reforestation project. The Chinese government provided 710 million yuan in funding. The international community also extended a helping hand, such as the World Bank, which provided a loan of 1.3 million US dollars.
这个是什么树苗？
这个是那个西安落叶松，学名呢叫拉里克斯，拉丁学名。这个树苗呢，在这地方呢，它已经长了1年了，长1年。今年将继续长完1年以后呢，今年秋天它将达到呢30到50公分，那么就可以用来上山造林了。
Although artificial reforestation was not adopted in the whole region, the benefits brought by it couldn't be ignored, especially in the areas where the mother trees were demolished by the fire. Artificial reforestation was the only solution.
这一棵树啊，是1987年5·6大火以后第2年营造的。这棵落叶松的话呢，现在高度已经达到了将近6米，所以生长得呢非常茁壮。由于生态环境条件比较恶劣，所以的话呢，在营造的过程中，有些树木死亡了。死亡以后的话就补植了。你像这一棵，就是补植以后的话呢，生长起来的。所以从现在来看，生态环境条件的变化对于这个林木的生长影响是很大的。
Growing new trees during the artificial reforestation process was not easy, but in the end, the project achieved great success. The methods used not only sped up reforestation, but enhanced the quality of the forest.